Hi guys, it's me, 𝑔𝐵𝑒𝑚𝑬. How are you? Yeah, same. So let's begin today's reading. The topic is, what does the person on your mind think about you? And I'm going to go about this in two ways. First, I'll ask what they think about you in general, like your personality. And then I'll ask specifically what do they think about you when it comes to their connection with you. So think of a person, can be anybody, crush, situationship, or whatever. I will get a better idea when I look at your cards. So for now, take a look at these images on your screen. Pause the video over here. Meditate on all of them. Pick whichever one calls out you the most. The timestamps are in the pinned comment and the description box. I will see you in your reading. Hello group 1, welcome to your reading. So like I said, first we'll take a look at what does the person on your mind think about your personality, how are you as a person, and then specifically what do they think about you when it comes to this connection. So I have a few oracles, and of course we'll take a look at the tarot cards in the end. So let's get started. What does the person on group 1's mind think about them? We have horse, which says care for others and let them be free. I'm not sure in what kind of a setup did you meet this person, but most likely there has been an instance where either you have helped them directly or they've seen you helping other people. And so their takeaway from that whole experience, whether personal or whether an observed experience, is that you're someone who is very kind, you're someone who is very caring, someone very compassionate. Empathy is coming out very strongly over here as well. And another thing that they seem to think about you, which might be true, of course, you would know better though, is that you're not very clingy. Whether it is as a friend, whether it is as a partner, you're not very clingy. You care about people, but it's not like you're not a helicopter person, like you won't smother them, you won't constantly be around them, you won't constantly get into their business and make sure that everything's going well for them. You know when to step back, you know when to step in. Your love, your care, your concern does not feel suffocating. And they love your hair. Whatever kind of hair you have, however it is that you style your hair, they love it. Absolutely love it. Okay, let's see what else. Spirit, what does the person on group 1's mind think about group 1? We have Syrians, which says artistic integrity and honesty. Is this how you dress up, with crystals and robes and stuff? Very bohemian, because if that is your aesthetic, they like your dressing sense as well. However it is that you style yourself, however it is that you dress up, they really like it. They might especially love you whenever you're wearing pinks or purples, is also what I'm hearing. If you have curly hair or wavy hair, they feel like it looks stunning, absolutely stunning on you. They think that you're someone who is very tied to their principles. So it does not matter to you what the situation is. It does not matter to you who it is that you are speaking with. If they're wrong, you will put them in their place. And if you are right, you will take a stand for yourself. Maybe you met them when both of you were enrolled in some hobby class together. You learned something together. You could have taught them something, or they could have taught you something. There is a sense of a shared creative experience coming through for some of you. So that might have been the setting. They have seen you owning up to shit as well as standing up against shit. So which is what might have brought them to the conclusion that either way, you're a very honest person. Like if you're at fault, you'll own up. Yeah, like I probably fucked up. And if you're not at fault, then like I said, no regards to whoever it is in front of you, whatever the situation is. If you're right, you're right, and you will take a stand for yourself. Okay, let us now see more specifically when it comes to this connection. What do they think about you? Spirit, what does the person on group 1's mind think about them? What does the person on group 1's mind think about them? What does the person on group 1's mind think about them? Okay, so we got orphan, to the C, and higher power. They honestly seem to be very irritated with the way things are in this connection. With orphaned and to the C, both of you seem to be in a very heavy energy of dejection right now. You don't like the way things are in this connection. They don't like the way things are in this connection. But neither of you seem to be doing anything about it. I mean, I don't know your side of the story, but from what I can see in their cards, they feel like the situation is not in their control, and that the universe or God or whatever higher power it is that they believe in, they feel like something or the other always seems to get in the way. Because with to the C and orphaned together, I'm picking up on this start-stop kind of an energy for this group. Each time they feel like things are progressing, or you feel like things are progressing, something happens and things just stall. I'm also hearing that when you were ready, they weren't ready, and now that they're ready, you're like, fuck it, or whatever the situation might be. They think that you don't open up to them as much as they would like to, and they also think that they are not able to be as vulnerable with you as they would like to be. And they think that the fact that there is not a lot of exchange of words that's happening, things are stuck. And with the energy of higher power sandwiching these two energies, they feel like only a divine intervention of sorts is what can help things move along in this connection. Also, somewhere with orphaned and to the C, they think that you don't care how they are feeling right now, because this orphaned energy is how they're seeing themselves, basically. So they think that you're at this point in your life where it absolutely does not matter to you whether they're missing you, whether they are happy without you or sad without you. You're beyond caring. And they do not seem to like the fact that you apparently do not care anymore. And the thing about this person's energy that I am picking up on group 1 is that they would rather sit and sulk than talk it out with you. And here also they seem to be getting irritated by the fact that you're not checking up on them. Even though, to be very honest, with the energy of to the C over here, it's this drifting energy where, you just want to park your brain aside and you want the universe to take you wherever they think fit. So I feel like it's not that you haven't tried. I feel like you have. And with higher power over here, there definitely is that theme of mismatch of readiness. So anyway, let's take a look at your tarot cards as well. What does the person on group 1's mind think about group 1? We have Justice. What does the person on group 1's mind think about group 1? Four of Pentacles. What does the person on group 1's mind think about group 1? And we have the Seven of Cups. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Swords. They're way too much in their head about this. That energy is being confirmed over here with the presence of the Seven of Cups as well. They think that you don't get them, that you don't understand them. And they think that the ball is in your court. They think that you can rectify the situation if you want to, but you're the one who's being adamant, and you're the one who does not wish to make any changes. They seem a little irritated by the fact, with Justice and Four of Pentacles over here, that you're not realizing that they're waiting for you to make a move. If of late you've heard from others that this person was asking about you, or if they've been posting cryptic stories or status updates it is only to get your attention. At this point in time, honestly, with the energy of Seven of Cups over here, this person is desperate to get your attention. So they'll do whatever it takes. Even if it is something as high schoolish, ridiculous as sending something and then deleting it, and then not replying if you ask them what do you delete or whatever. So they do feel like you are a good person for them. I mean, we do have Justice over here. They keep daydreaming about you, they keep fantasizing about you, they keep on imagining all of these elaborate scenarios where you guys are together. But the problem over here is that they don't want to act on any of it, because from their POV, they're the one who's been orphaned, they're the one who's been wronged, they're the one who is, like the sad and sulky child. So it is your responsibility to come and talk it out with them, which you don't seem to be doing, because they saw you in this to the sea energy, like she's busy in her own world, she absolutely does not care anymore, so what am I even crying about? And what's interesting is that they would rather keep on sitting and keep on sulking than make the first move, given the fact that you've done it so many times before. So what is the hold up? Because this is irritating me now, this is bugging me. What is the hold up? Please clarify the Four of Pentacles. We have Death. Can you clarify the Four of Pentacles, please? And we have the Six of Pentacles. Accustomed is what I'm hearing. They're just very accustomed to you restarting things each time they stop, and so this time is no different. This is all the more irritating because there's nothing holding them back. It's out of habit. They expect you to reach out first because you have consistently done that before, and because you're not doing any such thing now, they're like, look at her, she thinks she's moved on, she thinks she's better than me or whatever. You have been very generous with your time and with your chances, is what I'm hearing, in the past, as far as this person is concerned. Forget about a second chance, third, fourth, fifth. I don't know how many chances you've given to this person, honestly. It feels like many. It definitely feels like many. They are spoiled, I would say. Spoiled, yeah. And that is why they would rather sit and wait for you to make a move than do anything about it. So they think highly of you, they keep dreaming about you, they keep fantasizing about you, they keep trying all of these textbook tricks to get your attention and to get you to make a move. But everything except doing something concrete, that's not what this person is willing to do, which is stupid. It's ridiculous. It's very immature, if I'm being honest. But anyway, it is what it is. Group 1, these are all the messages that I have for you. If you want to see videos on any other topics, you can let me know down about them in the comment section. For exclusive readings, you'll find the link to my Patreon in the description box. To book a personal reading with me, you will also find that link in the description box. And you know where to find me on Instagram. And if you don't, you'll find the link to that also in the description box. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hello group 2, welcome to your reading. So like I said, first we will find out that in general, what does the person on your mind think about you, of your personality and stuff, and then we will get to the specifics when it comes to this connection. So let's begin. Spirit, what does the person on group 2's mind think about them? We have quote that says, act from your innate wisdom. And I'm going to pull the second oracle before I begin with the channeling. What does the person on group 2's mind think about them? And we have Anunnaki that says, controlling drama, conflict of interest. Is this one of those love-hate relationships, slow burn, yearning? Those are all the themes that I'm getting, honestly. So what do we have over here? Firstly, the person on your mind thinks that you have this amazing blend of childlike innocence and the sense of wonder and joy And at the same time, you have this innate wisdom. You might act like a child, but you sound like an old soul. So you have that good blend going on for you. That's what they think. They also think that you don't look your age. So however old it is that you are, they think that you do not look your age. They think that you look a little bit younger. They feel like your features are very soft, and they like that. They especially like your eyes, whatever shape, whatever color the lens of your eyes is. They really like your eyes, is what I'm being told. They definitely think that you are emotionally more mature than them and that you are wiser than them. Sometimes I'm getting this message that they think that you don't really let on how much more it is that you know. Like you hold on to that knowledge. You don't actively participate in discussions. They can tell just by looking at your eyes that there's so much more that's going on in your mind, but you do not necessarily vocalize it. Why is that is beyond them, but that's what they think. Now with Anunnaki over here, yeah, I think that is why I was getting these themes of yearning and push and pull and love-hate, because you're obviously interested in them, which is why you're watching this reading. And I feel like they're also attracted to you, group 2, whoever it is that you're watching this video for. But there is something. We have conflict of interest over here. Now, some examples that come to mind are that maybe you guys work in the same office and they report to you or you report to them perhaps directly. So if you guys were to date each other, HR would start breathing down your necks, and so that's going to be an issue. This might also mean that even though you guys clearly have the hots for each other, your ideologies on something differ. Principally, you're very different people, or the circles that you guys belong to don't gel well. So it's like all your friends hate them, all their friends hate you, something like that. And so that is why you cannot go against the people who've always been with you just to be with this person. There are these I won't exactly say secretive, but it's maybe the chemistry between you both is very evident, but deliberately neither of you have acted on it as such. In fact, I feel like it might be one of those situations where if there are a lot of people around and you guys begin arguing with each other, taking sides of whichever group you are in at that point in time, things get heated up very quickly between you both, and the tension, it can be cut, but you guys choose not to act on it. It is getting at them, and I feel like it's getting at you as well. They're sitting very, very close to each other, if you notice, but they're not looking at each other. So I also feel like you guys find chances to be in the same space as each other, even if you're not directly talking to each other. Like, they would try to find excuses to sneak into the break room when they see you being there, or they might know which cafe you always go to on the weekend, so they'll find chances to be there. Just little things that ensure that you guys run into each other, you're in the same space, even if you're not talking to each other, because all eyes on you. Okay, now let us see. For some of you, you guys might be culturally different from each other. Maybe you both belong to different countries, different backgrounds. Different backgrounds can also mean different socioeconomic backgrounds. So perhaps your families or your communities, especially if you belong to a community that's like very tightly knit, they might be against this. Or even if you haven't told them that you like this person and they haven't told anybody that they like you, it's this unspoken rule, for instance, that if we belong to community A, we cannot date anybody that belongs to community B, or something like that. Take what resonates. So now let's find out more specifically, what do they think about you as far as this connection goes. Spirit, what does the person on group 2's mind think about them? We have observer. What does the person on group 2's mind think about them? We have go the distance. What does the person on group 2's mind think about them? And we have unfinished symphony. Each time they think that some progress is happening, they really want this, That's actually the biggest message. And when we see the observer energy over here, they only have eyes for you, group 2. And I think that is how they manage to always end up in the same place as you. It's because they're so invested. They know so much about you because they're so interested in you. And because they're always, the more they observe you, the more they learn about you, the more they learn about what you like, what you not like. I am also being told that of late they've started wearing your favorite color a lot. Whatever your favorite color is, that's a very specific message that I just got. And again, it is for your eyes only. They're hoping that you would notice what it is that they're up to. It's these sneaky little ways in which they tell you that they're interested. But I think you already know. Now, here's the thing. When we see observer and go this distance over here together, it's like you are always under scrutiny or they are always under scrutiny. People are you guys might be in the public space for some of you. Maybe they are, maybe you are, whatever the case is. Maybe it's one of those situations where it will be public knowledge very quickly if they are dating anyone, and perhaps same goes for you. And that is why also, even though you both want this so much, and like I said, there's just so much yearning energy that I'm picking up on right from the get-go, you're not able to do anything about it, and they're not able to do anything about it. And does it affect them? Yes, it does. We have unfinished symphony over here, and look at how sad she looks. They do not like the fact that they're not able to do anything about the situation, that the situation, it seems like it's out of their control, and they're well aware that it is out of your control as well. And honestly, with observer and unfinished symphony over here, they think that this is affecting you as well. Somewhere I'm hearing it gives them reassurance. It gives them reassurance to know that you want this as much as they want this. And sometimes when they look at you and you're looking at them maybe, and there's this sad recognition in your eyes and in their eyes, it reassures them that it's not just in their head, that you want this as much as they do. And then of course it also upsets them that there's nothing that they can do to free themselves as well as you of this sadness of, I'm hearing star-crossed lovers, but it feels so, like this connection, honestly, it feels so difficult because of the circumstances, because of the situation. I'm hearing accident of birth, so that would make sense with the community's angle then. You can't choose your family like that, right? You can't choose your neighbors, you can't choose your family, you can't choose your community, and it is affecting them. With unfinished symphony over here, I'm also getting a message of unfinished plans. Like you guys might have made plans to see each other secretly, but then something happened and you didn't turn up, or unintentionally you stood them up or they stood you up, something like that. That is a memory that still haunts them. Okay, let's take a look at your tarot cards now, group 2. Spirit, what does the person on group 2's mind think about them? We have the 9 of Pentacles. What does the person on group 2's mind think about them? We have the Knight of Swords. What does the person on group 2's mind think about them? And we have the 5 of Swords. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the 10 of Wands. It's not baggage, by the way. This isn't emotional baggage from some previous relationship. This is expectations, responsibilities, what will people say, crap like that. Honestly, they think that nobody compares to you. With the energy of Nine of Pentacles over here, who you are, the way you carry yourself, whatever it is that you do for a living, every little thing about you is everything that they're obsessed with, group 2. For them, you are literally perfect. Which is why with the energy of the Knight of Swords over here, they desperately want to be with you. But what do we have blocking that energy? The Five of Swords. It seems as if them making any concrete move towards you will be seen as a direct backstabbing by their community. And same goes for you. Like, if you were to declare that this is the person that you like or love, or the person that you wish to date, people in your community or your friend circle will see it as a personal attack. Like, how can you even say such a thing? And that is what is bothering them. Because if it wasn't for this, there was nothing in their way. There was absolutely nothing stopping them from, pursuing you full throttle. And this is like coming to a screeching halt, this Five of Swords' energy. I would like to clarify this. So please clarify the Five of Swords. We have the Lovers over here. And we have the Two of Pentacles. It's about what is morally right for them. They're conflicted between their duty towards their family, their community, their job, or whatever else it is, versus like all of that on one side versus their feelings for you on the other side. And so far they're juggling both of those things. They obviously haven't given up on you. They still have a lot of feelings for you, but it is beginning to get very heavy. Carrying all of these feelings, no avenue to let them out, no way to be with you. It's beginning to upset them. For a small percentage of you, and because this is a general reading, so of course I'm going to tell you the other scenario as well, they might be in a relationship with someone else already. I don't know whether they're married or whether they're just dating somebody, but they have developed feelings for you. But they think that leaving their current partner would be looked down upon by everyone if they were to leave their current partner and then come towards you. And so that is the indecision that is holding them back right now. Like, what should they be doing then in this situation? So it is very complicated for this group. But anyway, these are all the messages that I have for you right now, group 2. If you would like to see videos on any other topics, you can leave your suggestions in the comment section. If you want to book a personal reading with me, you'll find my contact information in the description box. If you want to check out exclusive readings by me, make sure to check out my Patreon, also linked in the description. And for more readings, you can check out my Instagram, which is also, yes, in the description box. I will see you next time. Bye. Hello group 3, welcome to your reading. So first we will take a general look at what the person on your mind thinks about your personality, and then we will get into the specifics. What do they think about you specifically when it comes to this connection? That is what it means. I use that word twice, but anyway, let's go. Okay, Spirit, what does the person on group 3's mind think about them? Oh, we have Venusians that says romance, soulmates, empathy. Nice. What else do we have for you, group 3? What does the person on group 3's mind think about them? What does the person on group 3's mind think about them? And we have hyena that says dare to be different. Maybe this is what attracted them to you in the first place, group 3. The fact that you're so refreshingly different from anybody that they've dated in the past. This might have everything to do with who you are as a person. And then, of course, it might also have a lot to do with how you look. Maybe this is someone whom you are dating or have just started dating, or they've recently asked you out, something like that. But I feel like this is one of those connections where there was an instant recognition that this has the potential to be something special. And you both felt it because we have that energy of soulmates over here. I'm also hearing that whatever you have sitting in your Venus, like whatever your Venus sign is, look it up, but it most likely word to word attracts the kind of person that this individual is. So you'll be surprised to read about it. There is something about your laughter coming over here. Your laughter might be very unique. Maybe you chuckle and then you snort in between, whatever it might be for you, but it's very endearing to them. You might feel like it is ridiculous or it is silly, or you might try to not show your teeth when you're laughing and things like that. And I feel like ever since you've met this person, they have encouraged you to just be yourself and not give two hoots about what others might think. Oh, this is interesting, but I feel like for some of you and this person have the same eye color. You have the same facial structure as well. For instance, maybe both of you have high cheekbones, both of you have very sharp jaw lines. One of you dyes their hair all sorts of vibrant colors. The other one likes to keep their natural hair color. There is a very serendipitous energy coming through. Either somebody set you guys up or you happened to come across each other. Either way, they're so grateful to have found you, group 3. This definitely feels like one of those connections where things just picked up speed right from the get-go, and it feels like an eternal honeymoon phase. They love the fact, group 3, that you are such an empathetic person. You feel things so deeply. And here's what I'm hearing. Your sensitivity, which up until you met this person, you might have felt like was maybe a nuisance for you. Because why do I feel everything so deeply, and why does this bother me so much? I wish I did not feel things so deeply. That is exactly what this person ended up liking so much about you. And so I feel like it is because of the love that they have shown you for the person that you are, that you have also started falling in love with yourself more. So their love has fed your self-love, if that makes sense. Okay, let's find out more now about what this person thinks about you, group 3. Spirit, what does the person on group 3's mind think about them? We have happy. What does the person on group 3's mind think about them? We have regeneration. What does the person on group 3's mind think about them? We have Treasure Island in reverse. And I did get a message as soon as it landed. So here's the thing. For some of you, of course, with regeneration, this might not be a new person. This might have been somebody whom you reconnected with, somebody whom you maybe studied with or worked with or used to know once upon a time, and then you guys lost touch and now you're back in touch, and well, more than just in touch. But anyway, they're very glad that life happened in such a way that you both crossed paths again. With Treasure Island being in reverse and the fact that we had the hyena energy come out for you earlier, when I said you're very different from the people that they've dated in the past, what this basically tells me now, put 2 and 2 together, is that the people they dated in the past were all very superficial. They could have been people who only saw some or the other kind of benefit from this person. So, for example's sake, maybe this individual is someone who has a very good network. They know all the right people at all the right places, and so people would try to suck up to them to get favors like that. And then once this person would, out of love or out of affection, get them in touch with those other people, they'd be like, oh, I don't know you anymore, I'm sorry, this is all that I needed, my work here is done, and things like that. It is when they met you or met you again, whatever the case might be for you, group 3, is when they realized that you are the actual treasure. It is, you are exactly the kind of person with whom they feel so much joy, so much pleasure, so much happiness that they've never experienced before with anybody. And especially not these selfish people whom they unfortunately ended up dating before you. They think that you are a very selfless person, group 3. In fact, I'm also hearing, group 3, that oftentimes you are very generous with your money, sometimes blindly. Like, you will not do any background checks, you will not ask too many questions. Somebody comes to you with a sob story and you'll just hand them over your money. And that has reduced ever since you've gotten in touch with this person, but that's the kind of person that you are. They like that about you, but it also slightly worries them about you. Also, with Happy and Regeneration, you could have come in their life at a time when, not necessarily fresh out of a breakup, but there wasn't much going on in their love life, and their last relationship could have definitely tanked because of the kind of person that they had ended up dating. So it seems over here with Happy and Regeneration that they had never imagined that they'd be able to find love, or true love rather, again, but they did, all thanks to you. You gave them a reason to love life again, to experience joy again, to experience happiness again, and for that they are very grateful. Here also with Happy, something about the way that you smile, something about your laughter is coming out very strongly over here. It's like your laughter is contagious. You might be quirky, you might be silly, weird, whatever it is that you think describes you best. They love everything. They love everything about you. There's especially something about if you have curly hair or if you have wavy hair and you just, wash and leave, like how us girl heads usually do, they love that. Like, they love that look on you. I'm also hearing belly laughter. And again, I don't know, this person seems to be very obsessed with your laughter for some reason. But anyway, so when you laugh, that vibe, that positivity, it kind of reverberates. And maybe that is why it's so infectious. And they absolutely love it. I don't think that they were very excited about life until they met you. And now they just cannot wait to spend the rest of it with you. Because I definitely feel like a lot of you have reconciled or have just started dating, and there is good potential over here for sure. In a lot of ways, and especially because this is an energy of soulmates, maybe they have had a similar effect on you. Maybe you too were only attracting emotionally unavailable partners or people who weren't really valuing you so much until you met them. So, two perfect pieces of a puzzle that have now fit. Okay, let's take a look at your tarot cards now, group 3. What does the person on group 3's mind think about them, Spirit? We have the Hierophant. What does the person on group 3's mind think about them? We have 3 of Pentacles. What does the person on group 3's mind think about them? And we have the Wheel of Fortune. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Pentacles. So see, with Queen of Pentacles and the Hierophant and the Wheel of Fortune, this person is definitely thinking about marriage over here. Group 3. If you're not already engaged, this is definitely the direction in which I see this connection going. So congratulations, because I feel like the feelings are definitely mutual. Right now, I think you guys are working on your finances, your stability, things like looking at houses together, deciding on a pet, deciding on things like how many kids do you want, which city would you guys like to settle in, things like that. Those are the kind of discussions that you guys have been having of late. And if not, these are the kind of conversations that this person is definitely interested in having with you, because with the energy of the Hierophant over here, they see you as their forever partner, group 3. They see their future with you. With Queen of Pentacles being at the bottom of the deck, I feel like it was only after they met you that it suddenly became very clear to them that you are the kind of person that they would love to spend the rest of their life with. I'm not necessarily picking up on any sense of urgency over here. It's not like they want to get married to you tomorrow itself. But they also want to make sure that you guys stay on the right track and that this is where it leads to. Also, with the energy of the Wheel of Fortune over here, they think of you as their lucky charm, because it is highly likely that ever since you guys crossed paths or crossed paths again, your career has taken off, their career has taken off, money situation has improved. For them, at least, definitely it has. And with the Hierophant and the Three of Pentacles, I feel like this connection is being supported or has full support of their family and friends as well. And most likely from your end too, your family and your friends also like this person. They like how they are with you. They like the side of you that this person brings out, and similarly for their family and friends. Everyone who is aware of this connection can see immediately how good you both are for each other. I'm also getting another message with the Three of Pentacles and the Hierophant being present over here. Maybe it was one of those situations where you were friends for the longest time, but you had feelings for them, they had feelings for you, but they did not say it out loud, you did not say it out loud, until with the Wheel of Fortune over here, the timing was just right, and it kind of became very inevitable, both to them as well as to you, that you guys are super into each other. And so that is what could have kickstarted things in this new direction, in this romantic direction, because otherwise up until then it was just platonic. So great future over here, group 3. So these are all the messages that I have for you right now. You can let me know down in the comments any other topics that you would like to see readings on. If you want to book a personal reading with me, if you want to check out exclusive readings on Patreon, if you want to see more readings on my Instagram, you will find all those links in the description box. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.